Good morning, coaches. Happy Valentine's Day. We're getting ready to start our compliance chat for today, and we're going to specifically be looking at what is defined in terms of an athletically related activity. This will come into use, and it's talked about throughout the NCAA manual with your current student athletes, and even also in regards to prospective student athletes. So we're going to just dive right into it. This is all found in section 17 of the NCAA manual if you're looking to follow along. But any athletic related activity would include practice, which is defined as any meeting, activity, or instruction involving sports-related information and having an athletics purpose held for one or more student athletes at the direction of or supervised by any member or members of the institution's coaching staff. Competition, any required weight training or conditioning activities that are held at the direction of or supervised by an institutional staff member. Participation in the physical fitness class that's required. Required participation in camps, clinics, or workshops. Individual workouts required or supervised by a member of the coaching staff. You can design voluntary workouts for your student athletes, but just remember they cannot be required activities for that individual. In addition to these things, any on-court or on-field activities called by a member of a team and confined primarily to members of that team that are considered to be a requisite for participation in that sport. So, for example, a captain's practice that has the implication that if you're not showing up, that it could impact your ability to play or participate or whatever else, playing time, things like that. Visiting the competition site. So, for example, cross country or golf or skiing. If you're out of season and you got a meet coming up at such and such site, you can't hop in and take a few athletes over to check it out. Reservation of or use of any of the institution's athletic facilities when such activities are supervised by or held at the direction of any member of an institution's coaching staff. Involvement of an institution's strength and conditioning staff with enrolled student athletes and required conditioning programs. All right, we don't have to deal with that right now, but if in the future that would come along, that'd be something to be thinking about. And then observation by an institution's coaching staff member of enrolled student athletes in non-organized sports-specific activities in the coaching staff member sport. So this is talking about like the pickup games. I can't just go walk through the gym and watch my guys playing basketball and see how they're doing, and kind of making a little mental note and mental tally based on that. You got to stay away from those things. So just stay away from the gym, all right, when you're out of season. There are a couple exceptions to this, and I am going to dive into those real quick, okay? So exceptions include meetings. You'll find this in 17.02.1.1.1.1, all right? But this would be any type of academic or administrative meeting that's non-athletic in nature. So like a compliance meeting. If we're trying to get them cleared, they can come meet with the compliance office. You are allowed one team meeting for athletics purpose outside of the declared playing and practice season, and this meeting can be mandatory if you'd like it to be. You're also allowed one individual meeting per student athlete conducted for an athletics purpose outside of the declared playing and practice season, and this also can be mandatory, so you're allowed one of each of those, all right? Now, don't have your meeting, with a one student athlete. You're going to set it up and go, I'm going to take about 4 hours today for this student athlete, and we're going to sit and we're going to just, it's got to be within reason, okay? So just consider that, think about that. There's also, some different rules when it comes to fundraising. There are specific activities, in strength and conditioning and observation that we could talk about more if you come up with a scenario that you think it might apply, but I would just check out the NCAA manual in 17, and it has those exceptions in there. But as I said, I hope this helps in the future as you're looking to define what does that athletic related activity actually look like. All right, have a great rest of your day.